夏が来たりて限り揺れて雨が来たりて命が騒ぐお山の麓を流れる山田に分かれて神となす息吹の御霊八脈怒涛
Mother of God. What's up, gang? Kawaii50 here again with more coffee and just, goddamn, my dudes. Simply goddamn. You know, I thought that Arcwade was going to be absurd. I thought that Proto Merlin was going to be the true test of absurdity. But then freaking Lasagna had to go and do this. They had to give us Ibuki Doji Summer. And it's a necessity that we talk about Ibuki Doji Summer because I know a lot of people online are talking about potential power creep and the like. And we need to just go ahead and address that and, you know, quash some doomsaying and stuff about Ibuki Doji Summer right now. So hopefully this video helps assuage your fears. Like and subscribe. Let's first look at Ibuki Doji Summer's kit so that people can sort of internalize why this servant is absolutely insane. So she's a 5-star berserker, and her first skill, Midsummer Goddess rank B, increases the entire party's attack, increases the entire party's critical damage, and increases the NP generation rate of Summer Mode servants for 3 turns. What is Ibuki Doji? She is a Summer servant. So already we're looking nutso. Her second skill, Summer Cheerleader, increases one ally's arts performance, one ally's buster performance, and reduces that ally's skill cooldown by 1. Again, Ibuki Doji is just going to target herself and be able to loop with this. If you think the fight might be going on for a little bit longer, then use this skill last, but it's not. It really isn't. And Ibuki Doji's third skill, Beach Apocalypse rank A, is a 30 to 50% NP gauge charge on an art servant, gets her critical stars every single turn for 3 turns, and massively increases her critical star absorption for 3 turns, a la Mama Raiko style. Even though she is a berserker, she is going to be eating those critical stars and dealing absurd amounts of critical damage, mainly because of what her first skill is going to give her. Her Noble Phantasm is absolute insanity, removing all enemies' defensive debuffs before damage is dealt, hitting them all for 450 to 750% damage, which is further going to be augmented by your Castorias, by your Proto Merlins, by your Tamamo no Mais, what have you. Deals extra damage to enemies with Earth attributes, who cares? Reduces the enemy's critical attack chance by 20% for 3 turns, who cares? Ibuki Doji has been shown time and time again since her release to effortlessly loop, even against berserkers. It is just absolutely insane, and Summer Musashi has quote-unquote been dethroned. But the main reason I'm making this video, rather than just to be like, holy shit, Ibuki Doji Summer, is to address, is this a gigantic issue? Is this absolute power creep incarnate when it comes to this character? And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a stance where, no, I really don't think it is that much of an issue. And here's my reasoning. Here's my understanding. Unless we end up reaching farming content, we end up reaching a tier of farming content where Ibuki Doji is necessary in order to get through that farming content, I don't think she is as big of a threat to the balance of the game as I have seen some people doomsaying about. I think she is going to fit overall as a very comfortable addition to the arts looping squad. Is she better than Summer Musashi? Absolutely. I don't think there's any question. Can you still use your 10-10-10 NP5 Summer Musashi with double Castoria and loop just fine and not have a lot of issues? Again, that answer is still yes. I see a lot of people talking about this when new FGO characters come out, but except for very, very few exceptions, like the recent Proto Merlin, more often than not, when a servant comes out, when a servant is released, it does not make all of your previous servants invalid. You can still use them. It is still fine. If you pulled Summer Ibuki Doji, you can still use your Space Ishtar. You can still use your Musashi Summer. You can still use both of your Kiaras. They are still there. They were not removed from the game, and they can still clear that content and 3-turn loop that content. Are they necessarily going to be as good as Ibuki Doji when doing it? No, just that the raw stats are there. But is Ibuki Doji... Are these characters immediately rendered useless by the inclusion of Ibuki Doji? No. No, they ain't. Your characters are still fine. They are still intact. I will still use my Summer Musashi. Will I pull for Ibuki Doji Berserker? Probably, but it'll mainly be because I want to try out a new Arts Looper that seems very fun, because my Summer Musashi will likely be Bond 10 by then. So don't let Ibuki Doji get ya all flustered. Now, Proto Merlin Tamamo no Mai, as we talked about in my previous video, that's a whole other matter. That's a whole other thing going on there, because supporters have a vast impact on how the game is played and how absolutely every other character is played. Inversely, DPS servants require those supporters to function well. So even though DPS servants like Ibuki Doji are very good, if you don't have the necessary supports in order to bring them up to that absolute insane EX plus rank, their impact on the game is not as crazy as those of supporter servants like Proto Merlin. So that's my stance. Ibuki Doji, really good, probably the best Arts Looper in the game right now, or at least tied with Space Ishtar and Summer Kiara. Is she calling the balance of the game into question? No, I don't think so. I think she's just very good. Anyways, gang, that's it for me. Let me know your thoughts on Summer Ibuki Doji down in the comments. I have seen a lot of the duality of man when it comes to her design. Let me know if you like her design or not. I am going to embrace my degeneracy and say I quite like Ibuki Doji's design. Then again, I like the vast majority of RAITA's works. So do with that what you will. If you want to talk more FGO, my Discord server is down in the link below, as is a link to my Patreon and my Twitch as well. I'd like to thank all of you here on YouTube for giving me the support that makes me continue to make these videos. I appreciate it. Anyways, gang, that's it for me, Kawaii50. I hope you all have a phenomenal day. I'll see y'all in the next one.